Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, 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 guys. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Happy New Week. It's a beautiful week already for me. I don't know about you. Let's go, guys. Let's warm up before we start. Welcome, welcome. I see you, Cornelius. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Welcome, Collins. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for joining me tonight. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome. Come in. Hey, see who we have here. Oh, yo, man. Good to see you, Queen. Welcome. Get you, man. Good to see you. Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy New Week to you. Come on, guys. Smash the like and go ahead and share your community. Let's have more people join in on this discussion. It's a beautiful week already, and we give glory to God. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Aroma. Is it Aroma or Aroma? Which one? Welcome, welcome. Let's go. You done too. Thank you so much. Welcome, everyone. How has it been for you? How was your weekend? Hope it was delightful and a restful one for you all. Did you enjoy your weekend? What did you do? What fun did you do over the weekend? Oh, at the moment, I guess the first one was from another place. Go, shy. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys had an amazing weekend. Life is for the living. Do enjoy every day, one day at a time, one step at a time, giving glory to God. For every day we wake up is a plus. Every day we wake up is a plus, and we return our glory back to God. I really do appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Good to see you. Cornelius, thank you so much. Collins, I appreciate you. Oku Dilinwa Chinemere, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Please do not forget to hit the like button while you are here. And if you have a community, share out. Let's have more amazing people like yourself joining on this discussion. Now, today, what are we talking about? We'll be discussing things around anger, jealousy. Yes, anger and jealousy and self-control. Chinwa, thank you for that sweet thumbs up. I chewed it. So we'll be discussing anger, self-control, and jealousy, what it can lead to. Without self-control, the things one is capable of doing without self-control, the destructions that can be done without self-control, if we allow anger get the best of us. I'm Delicious Kitchen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, you've been in the background. Okay, kindly hit the like button. Okay, I appreciate you. Welcome. And then jealousy can drive one crazy. Jealousy is a very terrible thing. It can ruin life. It can destroy lives. It can destroy a beautiful home. It can ruin friendship. It can destroy family if it's not put in check. And you know, guys, this saying that hell knows no fury like a woman scorned has proven to be right once again as we dive into today's story that we'll be discussing on Welcome, Rosie's Glam. I appreciate you. Thank you so much as you drop the sweet, sweet, juicy thumbs up. Welcome. I appreciate you. So it has proven to be right. You know, when you hear hell knows no free, like a woman's con, you'll be wondering, hey, what's that? Not everyone. But see, there are certain things that can happen to us in life, and how we react to it gets to show our level of tolerance, our level of self-control, our level of patience, and our level of what else? You know, just how we react to things that happen to us matters a lot. So I was going through this story that's happened. Actually, it's a true life story. The things I share here are true life stories, things that have happened for real, not them say. I don't put stories together. I come out and I say it as it is, and I leave it for every one of us here to deliberate on it. Ese and King's family. Oh my God, I think this is the first time I'm seeing this beautiful face here in my live stream. Thank you so much, Ese and King family. Welcome. It's a delight, and thank you for that sweet, juicy, awesome thumbs up. Welcome. Thank you so much. I'll do well to return back to you, okay? And check out your beautiful content. So welcome everyone once again. Thank you so much for stopping by. And please, I beg you to stay behind and listen to this story. Drop your honest opinion because we learn daily. Life is a learning, and as long as we are alive, we learn. It's a learning process. Every day we wake up, we interact, we mix with people, we go about our daily activities, we learn. And your opinion matters here as well. What you're going to be discussing with me on this live stream matters because you don't know who else might be dealing with the same situation, and your opinion will help the person make the better judgment or take the right decision. Ufoma, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Wanyoma, the beautiful Ufoma. How is baby? How is family? So welcome everyone. And if you'll be replaying this live stream, thank you so much for clicking in. And then you can equally drop your opinion. That you missed the live stream doesn't mean your opinion doesn't count. You can drop it in the comment section even while playing the live stream. So welcome. Now, what happened? This guy that shared this thing is in the hospital right now and seeking help. Like, he's confused. He's traumatized. He's a mess emotionally due to what happened to him. Now, what happened? He's been married for 18 good years. 18 good years marriage, but for that 16 years, he's been with his wife, so faithful. He has not played any hanky-panky game. He has not been playing any monkey game. Herald of Mary, welcome. Thank you so much, Wanyoma. Thank you. Please kindly drop the thumbs up. He has not been playing any monkey games with his wife. And unfortunately, they have been believing God for the fruit of the womb. They've been trusting God. You see, families trusting God for the fruit of the womb. It takes the grace of God. Someone out there might not know the challenge, the emotional trauma, the physical, physically, spiritually, emotionally, psychological trauma that comes with trying to conceive. 4K road trips, good to see you. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Fini TV Media, welcome. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I have amazing people here. Thank you. Kindly drop the thumbs up, and if you can share out your community, please help me do so. Let's have more wonderful people like yourself joining. Messi Okiwo, oh, wonderful Messi, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you so much. Please drop the thumbs up, and if you can help me share out, please do so. I'll find a way to reconnect with you all. Thank you so much. So I'm sharing the story, true life story of what happened to a couple and how this has ruined their lives. So they've been married for 18 years, and that's 16 years. They were not having any issues, and he never cheated on the wife because they've been trusting God for the fruit of the womb. It's been a roller coaster journey for them. It's been a trying time for them. They've been struggling through for 16 good years. Any man who can stand beside his wife during trying times is the real MVP. He's the true king. A man who will stand solidly, giving the wife the emotional support needed, because trust me, it's harder on women, whether you like it or not, than on men. Yes, because the society we live in today look more towards the angle of the woman than the man. People get to judge the woman more families get to point fingers, friends get to expect. The society generally is mounting pressure indirectly on women. That doesn't mean that men don't feel it. They do. But you see, because we are women, we get to carry the pregnancy, we get to show it off. And if it's not showing, people get to ask, what is holding you back? So back to the story, they've been trying to conceive. This man stood by the wife, and though he didn't really give details if they have been trying IVF or adoption or any other thing, but what he said was, for that 18 years, at least for 16 years, he never cheated on her until recently. He now, thank you so much, thank you. He now went out. You know how the devil works. He went out and mistakenly played away match, started dating one lady, a side chick, girlfriend, boyfriend. You guys know the sugar daddy kind of stuff. So he got himself entangled with a young lady, and in the course of their relationship, this young lady got pregnant. She took in. Now, it was a mixed feeling for him. He doesn't know whether to rejoice or whether to be sad or whether to celebrate, because his emotions were all over the place. He's been waiting on God for 16 years. And he said for the wife, though they've been to the hospital, and the challenge is from the woman, from his wife, and they've been doing all they can, supporting one another in this journey. So the challenge is from her, not from him. But despite that, he has been giving her all the support needed. Welcome, the Cheese family. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless you, Queen, for joining me. I appreciate you. So this lady got pregnant, and it was a mixed feeling for him. Where's it going to begin from? How would he handle it? His wife is amazing. According to him, this woman is amazing. She's everything. She's the loving, God-fearing, homely, supportive wife. I mean, the kind of wife any man would pray for. And he loves her deeply. But, temptation, this thing called temptation, is the grace of God that will help us not to. That's why we pray, lead us not into temptation. Help us, oh Lord, not to fall into temptation. Now, the lady, he kept it a secret. Just like you, Edochie, kept the pregnancy of Judy Austin a secret until she put to bed. In as much as those in the industry knew, and maybe the information must have gotten to bed, he still kept it. He didn't come out openly to announce it until this lover did. So in his case, this woman put to bed, and some months later, because this is 16 years, and then she delivered, she got pregnant. 1 year is already gone after she put to bed, and then they were already into the second year of the relationship when he decided that it's about time to break the news and tell the wife instead of hiding. First of all, what he did was to go for a DNA test to be sure that this child belongs to him. True, Mamle, welcome, mommy. I appreciate you. Gabriela, thank you so much for coming. Mewa Mo Benvinda, welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Delicious Kitchen, thank you, everyone in the chat. Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please, I beg you. You guys know it helps. Let's just support ourselves this way. So come and give the thumbs up, okay? So he went ahead and conducted the DNA test, and the test came back that the child belongs to him 100%. He wanted to be sure. Young ladies can come up with some lies, He's not sure, but he just needed to be sure, certain that this child belongs to him before going to the wife to confess his sins and his atrocities. So after confirming that this child belongs to him, is a baby boy. Baby boy. Africans are baby boys. Okay. So he went and knelt down before the wife and told her the truth. Dear wife, I have sinned. I played away match. This young lady got pregnant, and she has delivered a baby boy, and the baby boy is 1 year plus right now, and I can no longer continue to hide the truth from you. Dee, I feel so excited whenever I see you here. Welcome. Thank you so much, Dee. AKA AA. Good to see you. Welcome. God bless you, ma'am, for joining me. I appreciate you. So he told the wife, and he was expecting her to react, to fight, to punch him, to do all that, tear him apart. You know, the anger of a woman cheated on. You guys know this is 18 years marriage already. And then the man is coming one morning to tell her that he has another child outside, whereas both of them have been trying and waiting on God for the fruit of the womb. So he was expecting that crazy reaction, you know, waiting for her to tear down the house, give him a punch, scratch him all over, scream, and do all the crazy things. But the wife was calm. She was as calm as an ice. She kept quiet. She was looking at him. She dropped a few tears and she said, well, it's okay, no problem. I forgive you. But I love to see the child. He was panicking, thinking when the wife gets to see the child, maybe she'll do something crazy. She's gonna fight the side chick. Now the baby mama no longer side chick and do crazy things. But the wife insisted. Days later, he summoned the courage after informing the side chick that this is what is happening, that he has told the wife, and the wife wants to see the baby boy, that baby boy. The side chick said, well, if you trust her, you know she's not angry and all that, no problem. Let her come. Now, guys, before I go further, before he told the wife, what really made him tell the wife was because he tried negotiating with the baby mama, okay, trying to pay her off and get the baby. At least just pretend like he got the baby, or maybe they'll go for adoption. You know, I don't know how he planned to scheme the whole thing, but he wanted to pay her off so she will be out of the picture. But the baby mama said, no, I want to be a second wife. She said she wants to be a second wife, and she's not ready to collect any money from him. She's not after his money. She wants him to do the right thing. Her as May Edochie didn't know about Judy Austin, and Yul has to marry her secretly and brought, you know, paid her bride price before May eventually found out that the husband, you know, has gone to pay the bride price of another woman. This is almost the same scenario, hiding the baby mama, and then eventually. So this was what pushed the man. In fact, it is the fire, the smoke that sent the rat out of the hiding place. So when the side chick insisted that she's not collecting any money, she wants him to marry her as, you know, she wants him to marry her legally as a second wife. The guy didn't have a choice than to go inform the wife. So that was what made him inform the wife. Now, after informing the wife, they booked an appointment, and the wife accompanied him to the house he built for the baby mama. He actually built a small place for the baby mama, and his son wanted them to have a roof at least over their head. So the wife got there, knew about the house and all the arrangement, went to the house. So, whoa, this is like a full-fledged family. Full-fledged family. And the man has not married the baby mama yet. Full-fledged second family out there. She kept her cool. Rapport well with the baby mama. The baby mama herself was so shocked the way this woman, according to him, that he was shocked to see the way the wife hugged the baby mama, you know, greeted her, sat down, carried the baby boy, and they just started gisting. There was great rapport between the two of them, no tension. And there and then the burden on his chest lessened. It's as if they removed 10 bags of cement from his shoulder. He said he was so happy. He was the happiest man on earth to ever, you know, I mean, happiest man on earth that ever lives, because this has been a fear. It's been a mixed feeling. So after the first visit, the wife kept on. She collected the baby mama's number, and she's been calling the baby mama from time to time, checking in on her. You know, how is the baby? How is she doing? Everything, and just being like the first wife and senior wife and junior wife kind of relationship was what they have. Anita Duffy, welcome. Thank you so much for coming, Queen. I appreciate you, Benvinda amiga. So he said it's like co-wife. They were relating like co-wives, and the wife goes there from time to time, though with his permission, like she informs him before going there. So on this particular day, why this whole thing, she established a solid relationship with the baby mama. The baby mama got to trust her so much, and they were like sisters. So one day, one evening, the woman left to go see the baby. When she got there to see the baby, in the evening, she left. That night, baby stopped breathing. Yes. That same evening that the woman came, hours later, the baby started running temperature, started sweating, having issues. Before they say Jack, rush the baby to the hospital, the baby gave up the ghost. The baby passed on. It was devastating for the baby mama. And when she called him to inform him that the baby is gone, he collapsed, he slumped, and he slumped. He fainted. They had to revive him. And as I speak, this guy is still in the hospital. He's not recovered yet. He's still in the hospital because he had serious heart issues. I don't know if he's been having some heart condition, but when he got this news, he slumped and he's still in admission. He's still in the hospital, and he sent this from the hospital bed. Now, he didn't know the wife went to visit the baby mama. The wife never told him until after autopsy revealed that baby was poisoned, that the baby boy was poisoned. That was the autopsy result on the cause of death, poison. That was when the whole thing came rushing to the baby mama that this woman visited. When she visited, she left the baby in her care, went to get her some things. And the baby was alone with this woman, with this wife. The baby was alone when she went to get something. She came back, took the baby, baby was playing, and then later baby went to sleep, and that was where the whole thing started. So there was a time, was from what the baby mama told the man, a time she left the baby with this woman and went away to get some things. And this woman agreed that, oh, go ahead, leave the baby here. That was the level of trust the baby mama had with the wife. So the man confronted the wife. The wife was in the hospital when she came to see him, confronted her, and she denied knowing anything that happened to this child. She denied everything. She's not aware. She didn't still mention to the wife, to the husband, that she went to visit. Gorex, thank you so much. Gorex Corner, I appreciate you. Thank you. Please, guys, don't forget to hit the like. Thank you so much, Gorex. I appreciate you. So he informed his family members, and they decided that since this is poisoning, they have to take it up legally. So the family insists that this is a case of murder because this woman has a hand. They kept asking her, she kept denying, she swore, vowed that she never did anything like that, and she will never do anything like that. They were almost believing her, but the family believes she has a hand. Maybe because she has been trying for years, 16 years. This is their 18 years already, and no issue. So they believe she did that out of jealousy, and they asked, she denied everything, and they have already filed a case against her. Now, while she kept, or the husband kept asking her, few days ago, the wife admitted to being the one that poisoned the child. She admitted she actually went there. The baby mama told the man that the wife came, and he confronted the wife, and she said, yes, she went there. That must I tell you, anytime I went there, but nothing. But this time around, she not agreed that day she went there, she took a substance, and when she got there, she found the right opportunity, the right timing to administer that poison to the child. That it was a slow poison that took the child's life. The man was devastated. And now his family, both him and the family, want to take this in up legally. And the family are insisting that they will return her bride price. And if found guilty, she will definitely go to behind. She'll be locked up for this offense. Now, she said she did it out of jealousy and out of anger. Jealousy that another woman succeeded in giving the man a child he has been looking for. Anger that the man cheated and betrayed their 18 years marriage. That she has stood by this man through thick and thin. Yes, the problem was from her, but was that enough for the man to go cheat on him? The problem was from her, but why would the man betray her trust, break the vow? Going through, what some people replied this man, it broke my heart because some people were like, the man deserves that, the baby mama deserves that. I mean, this is a case of betrayal and this is a case of infidelity. The question I'm asking, does the child deserve this? That a father cheated on the woman, would that be a reason for a woman to take the life of that innocent child? What part, what hand has the child got in this whole thing? The child never begged to be brought into this world. The child never begged. The child didn't know who is bringing him or her into the world. It's a baby boy. So why go to the extent you can deal with a woman? You can do anything to the woman and to your husband, which is the cheating partner. The only one man that owes you that, because even the baby mama doesn't owe him that. The only person that owes her fidelity is the husband. And she decided that it is the innocent child that would pay the price of this infidelity. Now I'm trying this question while I leave my link open. Whoever wants to jump up, because I want this to be a conversation. There are people who are going through this right now as we speak. Okay, who is to be blamed in this situation? Is it the man that has been waiting and supporting the wife for years? Or the woman who went ahead to take the life of an innocent baby? Or the baby mama who knew that this man is married and the wife is trying to conceive, she's struggling, and decided to go to bed with a married man? Who is to be blamed in in this whole thing that happened to the child? The case is in court right now. The woman, of course, if she's found guilty, she's something that she's going to spend a lot of years behind bars. So I'm throwing this question open because what some people were saying, I had some argument with some people, and they were saying it is the man's fault, the man and the baby mama's fault, that the child, yes, unfortunately the child is a collateral damage in this whole thing. There'll always be collateral damage, you know. Thank you so much. Okay, Gorex. Okay, you didn't get the entire story. Yeah, I'll be repeating the story from time to time. Okay, it's about a woman that deleted the only child her husband had with another woman because she has been TTCing, that is trying to conceive for several years, and she, after 18 years, the husband cheated, had a child outside wedlock, told her she established a relationship with the baby mama and found a way to take the life of the innocent child. So that's what we are discussing. Anger, jealousy, and self-control. How do we handle it, especially in a situation like this? Because as we speak, there are women whose husbands are jumping around outside as we speak. There are women whose husbands already have children outside without their knowledge. When they find out, how do you think is the best way to handle the situation? What's the best way? Do you think the woman should have kept quiet, not try to establish a relationship, you know, confront, just fight only the husband or the baby mama? Or like some women are saying, the baby is just a collateral damage, he serves the man right? So I'll be reading some of your comments, and I'll be dropping my link as well. I would like for women like me to come up. Let us discuss this issue. Welcome. Thank you so much all for Health with Jane. I appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. So I would like for women like myself to deliberate on this issue while I read some comments here. It is something that we should discuss because it's going on, it's happening, and we don't know who is next. This has to stop. But how do you think would have been the best way to handle such jealousy? Because yes, it's a betrayal. Trust me, it is a betrayal, and no woman deserves to go through this at all. This is what happened between May Edochie, Judy Austin, and Yul Edochie. But thank God, May and Judy don't have that kind of rapport or relationship, because God forbid, if anything happens, people are going to pin it on her, right? And she's not accepting polygamy as well. But in this man's case, this is how it ended up. That woman is supposed to be sentenced to, oh my goodness, oh, by electric chair. But a baby is now involved and now suffer for their nonsense. Absolutely. Absolutely. The baby is the baby is the collateral damage. The baby is the one paying the price of two adults deciding to ruin their own lives. Baby is the one paying with his precious life. Something is definitely wrong with the mindset of Africans. Yeah, I agree some, because this revenge, this vengeance, vendetta, it's crazy. Why go to the extent of taking the life of a baby? I know what this man did is totally wrong. What this man did, yes, is wrong. And I wish there is another way for her to handle it. I wish there's something that she has gone out to do to the man or to the baby mama, maybe, and leave the marriage. If possible, leave the marriage. But we know after 18 years, not every woman will decide that I am done with this marriage because you cheated on me, despite all the sacrifice, the support, and all, and leave that marriage for another woman to come in. Because obviously, this side chick, this baby mama wants to be a wife. She doesn't want money. She wants to be a wife. So imagine a woman that has suffered so much with a man, worked with him, worked so hard, gave him the support, the encouragement, be there for him, and only for this man to do this to her. It is heartbreaking. I totally agree. The man seems to be the originator of the issues, then the baby mama. Yeah, and so how do we handle the situation? How do you think what do you think would have been the best way, the best method, the best form of handling this situation instead of using the baby as a collateral damage? This is something that polygamy would have resolved if only Africans would go back to their original religion that accepts more than one wife. But in Africa now we practice Christianity, we have Christianity, traditional belief, and equally Islamic religion. I know Islamic religion and our African original religion accept polygamy, but Christianity, of course, doesn't accept it. So that is where the problem lies, and this is where the pain is coming from, because this couple, they are Christians, okay? They are Christians, and this woman is a Christian. She's not subscribing to polygamy. I guess if she subscribed to polygamy, she would have accepted that the woman come in as a co-wife. But whoever take the child life is to go in for it. Why would someone take a life of innocent baby now? Ask me honestly, it is sad. The man didn't commit any crime, and who committed crime here was the wife. But the man cheated. The man cheated on the wife. If he had wanted to get married, he should have told the wife that he wants a second wife. Let it be that he informed the wife. You're living with a woman. Inform her. Let it be that she says no to polygamy. I'm using Yul and Educhi. This is almost the exact situation. But the good thing is, in May's case, May has children, okay, already. So it's not as if Yul was looking for children. So if you say the man didn't do anything, I beg to differ. I beg to differ, because they are both waiting on God for the fruit of the womb. They are both trying. If he had wanted a child desperately and he told the wife about polygamy, trust me, the wife, it's either she agrees or she walks out of that marriage. Can I shock you? A lot of men are cowards. This polygamy of 18, some of them don't have the heart. Some of them don't have the heart. They don't have the heart. They would rather accept to be baby daddies or be sugar daddies to one woman out there than go for polygamy. So remember that this woman, this young lady, requested that she wants to be a second wife. And the man, I believe, because for him to go tell the wife that, oh, I have done this, he would have come to tell the wife that I want to get married. I want to marry another woman. Can we give another person a chance? Or maybe I don't get the full details. I don't know if they have talked about adoption and surrogacy or even IVF before he decided to go out. If they had talked about all this and IVF failed, or that is financially draining them, or the wife is not ready, or the wife is not ready for surrogacy or even adoption, then let it be that you have played your card as a man, like you have done all you can You have done all you can as a man before going out to get another woman pregnant. This is 18 years marriage. It is not 1 year, it is not 2 years. You are so committed to that woman, and that woman's life revolves around you right now. So for me, that is betrayal, and I don't support what the man did. If he had come out openly to say, I want to marry, and the wife say no, then he goes ahead to get another woman pregnant, then I will say, well, he did all he could. Gorek said the man cheated and he started the whole thing, but the one who takes a life is and they must go down. Thank you. The one who took the life is what we are looking at here. Both the man and the woman and the side chick, they all share their blame. But I'm looking, what would have been a better way for this wife to have resolved this thing instead of taking the life of a child? There are wives out there who have deleted their husbands. There are wives out there who have endangered their own lives. There are wives out there who have deleted the side chick and then they are cooling in jail right now. And there are wives out there who have equally deleted themselves, you know, unknowingly. Look at the case of the woman that was chasing the husband and the side chick. She had an accident and that was the end of her. Are we talking about wives who decided to go for suicide because their husbands are cheating? This is becoming an issue, something that calls for concern in our society. If we don't find a better way, these things will continue to take the lives of innocent people, and it shouldn't be so. I've always said it that marriage is not a do or die affair. The first thing that came to my mind on the case of this woman is, why did you not ask for a divorce? But again, she has spent 18 years of her life with this man. It is tough to just ask for a divorce. It is not easy to just ask for a divorce after spending your better part of your life with a man and then he betrays you this way. It is very hard. And then on the part of the side chick herself, you know, knowing that this man is a married man and then you already went to bed, this is like putting the cat before the horse. It's supposed to be the horse before the cat. If she wanted to be a second wife, she should have put it out there to the man that she wants to be a second wife before he would even touch her, before she will even conceive. But now she already conceived, had this child, and then before asking to, you know, to be a second wife. So that is placing the cat before the horse. And then for the man who has commitment with a woman, you understand, and then decide that he is going to cheat and ruin 18-year marriage with infidelity. In as much as I know this man is looking for, he's looking for a child, 18 years. He's looking for a child. He has tried. But there are other options. I don't know. Did he explore these options out there? Did he explore these options out there before deciding to break the heart of the wife? Yeah, let me see the comment here. Colin says Africans should just grow up and embrace polygamy and stop all this nonsense. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. In all honesty, the wife too has some weight of fault and should be dealt with. Some needs to be a scapegoat, yes, to teach others a big lesson. A big lesson. Because we don't know if really the so-called side chick was aware the man was married. The man never said, I am working with the story I have on hand, okay? The man never said he told the woman. He never denied being a married man. And I'm sure he must have equally told the young lady that he is married. That is why she was asking to be a second wife. That is to say, she's in the picture. He didn't lie to her about him being married or not. Even if she does, it's still not a crime. Well, it's still not a crime if both of them practice African religion, and if they just did only traditional marriage. But if they did court wedding and did church wedding, then it's a crime. Because if they did court wedding, it's supposed to be one man, one wife. What he did was, if he had married her, is bigamy. But to have a child, yes, having a child is not a crime. But in marriage is a crime against the wife. Is a crime against the wife, because these two people are supposed to discuss. I thought marriage is supposed to be between two people, reaching an understanding in every situation or in any situation they have. Two people sitting down to dialogue, two people sitting down to discuss, two people sitting down to find solution to their problem. Not one person going out to do what he wants and then pretending to be, supportive to the wife's predicament. You know, in as much as he knew that the problem is from the wife, did he explore other options that could help the wife manage the condition, or, you know, just help her out? Because if he had money to build a house, that means he had that money to go for IVF. He had the money to go for surrogacy. He had the money to go for adoption. Why did he not explore these other options for 16 years before deciding to cheat on the wife? A lot of side chicks, sorry guys, excuse me. A lot of side chick lies that they were not aware the men are married, even if they knew and the man told them what they needed to hear. This is so true, Gorex. I wish you can jump on this train. Let us discuss. Like I said, this is a conversational thing. My own opinion may differ from yours, and I want us to really rub mind on this. Anger is a terrible thing. Anger has made a lot of people do things that they are regretting right now. Some people wish they can turn back the hands of time. They wish they can change the situation. If given the opportunity, they wish that they can just do it all over and get it right. Some are behind bars right now, regretting their actions. Unfortunately, they may be spending the rest of their lives out there behind bars. Others have taken lives and it's haunting them. Even when they can't speak and say the truth, it's haunting them. Like this woman now, she denied it at first. Maybe it's been haunting her. Her conscience has been judging her. Her conscience has been tormenting her. Someone said, yeah, that things like this can happen, that after all, God took the life of the baby David had with Uriah's wife, that was, you know, baby that was delivered out of, you know, infidelity, that God took the life of that child. Well, I am not God. He is not God. God knows why he does certain things. Was my answer. You cannot use God to, you cannot bring in what God did years back, thousands of years back, and use it to judge today's situation. The child doesn't deserve to die. No child, no matter what, no matter the crime, no matter how painful and how hurtful it is, she shouldn't have allowed anger to get the best of her. Anger is a spirit that can possess one. And when it possesses that person, it can make the person destroy beautiful things that they labored for, they worked so hard for over the years. It can make one ruin an empire. It can destroy families. It can ruin one's life. Anger makes one, you know, especially bottled up anger, like the case of this woman. She pretended she was happy. She bottled up the anger instead of letting it out. Like the husband said, he was expecting the other side. He was expecting the opposite. He was expecting her to rant. He was expecting her, you are outside, oh, okay. He was expecting her to tear down the house, pull down the house, make so much noise, scream, cry, you know, go depressed, fight him, refuse to cook, do anything. But she did the opposite. And this is the worst part of anger, to swallow it rather than letting it out. The day is going to erupt. It's going to erupt and then destroy so much. It's going to erupt and burn and consume everyone around. Like this case now, families are involved. And the man's family have insisted that this woman must go behind. She must be locked up for life. Because this is the only child the man ever had. And this man is not getting any younger. They've been married for 18 years. He's not getting any younger. And the family knew that, yes, the problem was from the woman. Okay, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know, because we have different challenges. So if the problem was from her, the question I'm asking, rather than let anger, did she try to talk to the man? She didn't. Did she try to at least let it out, let the man know how disappointed she was, how much he betrayed her trust, how he has broken the vow, how, you know, do anything. That is why it is better when you are angry. Talk, speak, just let it out. Tell the person how you feel concerning that betrayal, instead of letting it overwhelm you. This woman allowed this, and then she started plotting and scheming in her mind, establishing a relationship with the wife, you know, trying to be nice and sweet to the wife, trying to act like the, you know, senior wife and junior wife to the wife, you know, to the baby mama. doing all she can to make the baby mama trust her, while the anger consumes her. Why she allows it to put ideas into her head, and she was plotting, what do I do? How do I revenge? How do I make this man feel the pain I feel right now? How do I make this baby mama regret her action? She plotted until that particular day when she carried out her action. If she has spoken out, vent, said everything she wanted to say to the man, trust me, the man will take anything the woman do to her that time. So why did God allow the child? Okay, let me read. Maybe she forgave the husband genuinely, but could have discussed the situation with someone and her mind got polluted and committed to the act. And Delicious Kitchen, you actually have a point here. But if she has forgiven the man, trust me, the first step towards forgiveness is speaking out. Is communicating it. If you don't, you can't just forgive someone without letting the person know how much you feel. You can't just say, I have forgiven you, without letting them know that they hurt you. You don't just forgive someone without discussing it, venting, ranting. Don't just say, I forgive you. This is something very, very strong. Cheating and having a child outside wedlock is not like stealing a meat from the pot. All these Christians are so funny. The way they defend the indefensible. Imagine believing God deleted a child because of infidelity. I was shocked when I saw this, that it could be that, that the child is collateral damage, just like Uriah's wife child with David was a collateral damage in their infidelity. Yeah, and then going to say, I wonder, so why did God allow the child to come in the world into the world in the first place? Christians can defend their bad issues to favor their sentiment. Absolutely, I agree with you. But the same God has not been able to delete their murderous leaders in most African countries, but is busy deleting children born out of wedlock. Oh my God, this is crazy. Mommy Fechi, welcome. Thank you, Mommy, for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you. That was pure evil. You can't pay evil with evil. Absolutely, you cannot. This child is innocent. Trust me, if she had gone after this woman, fought her, do whatever, in as much as I don't subscribe to women going to fight side chick, at least, even if she had gone there to fight, we say, yes, she's letting out the anger. 18 years is not 8 years. 18 years is not 8 months. That's a long time to have spent with someone, gotten so used to her. Now imagine, okay, even if she goes for a divorce, just like I was saying, she should have gone for a divorce. Even if she had gone for a divorce, tell me, after spending 18 years with one man, who will marry her? Knowing that she has a challenge, she must have processed this whole thing. She must have thought this whole thing over. Like, who is going to marry me? Who will marry me now after 18 years with one man, with a situation of not being able to conceive? I know there is nothing impossible with God. Everything is possible with God. But she must have thought about it. Just I thought about it after reading the situation and after processing the divorce thing. The first thing that came to mind was, okay, I would have asked her to go for a divorce as a woman. Yes, I would have supported her going for a divorce. But then again, she's a woman. She's no longer young. It's obvious that maybe the man must have told some family members or some friends, like, people already know they are having issues, challenges trying to conceive. So if she divorces this guy, who will marry her? Who is going to accept her? What if she gets married and the challenge is still there? I know this is a lot for women to take. Trust me, it is a lot. It's not easy. The what if is there. And then the sad thing she did was to allow the devil take control of her thoughts. I know she must have processed this whole thing. And then now this man has a child. He will send me packing, or he will ask for a divorce. Or even if I ask for a divorce, he will readily and quickly grant this divorce. Who knows if she gave the man the platform, the support needed to grow, and then he already has a house for this baby mama and the child. So if I ask for a divorce, 1 minute is even too much for the woman to drag her bags and come in. The man will definitely go pay the bride price. And the family, of course, will accept her. The family will accept the baby mama. Why wouldn't they? The baby mama has a child. And maybe they've been having confrontations with the wife. They've been having issues with the wife. You know how some families can be. All these things are things this woman must have processed. That is why I say self-control. It is something. If you have self-control, you don't know what God has done for you. In certain situations, how to handle tough situations like this, because believe me, whichever way we look at it, this is a very tough situation. It's a very tough situation to handle, but not to the extent of deleting life, not to the extent. Yeah, just like Julie Doche did to May. Absolutely. Yes, I mentioned that here. Yeah, the Bible said, do not pay evil with evil. Absolutely. Despite the fact that the man has been faithful for more than 15 years, have been supportive, etc. What woman, that woman is a witch. But he should be faithful. Did he not promise her to be faithful? The question I'm asking, why did the man not tell the woman he wanted a second wife? Let it be something he threw out and gave her the option. Let her be the one to choose. You don't just go get someone pregnant, have a child, and then you come telling your wife that you have a child. It's not done that way. Did he give her the option? No, he didn't. From what he said, he never told her. He carried the body secretly until when he couldn't take it anymore, and the first wife, and the baby mama was insisting that she wants to be a second wife. That was when he felt, oh, it's time to go tell my wife, because maybe he doesn't even want to have a second wife. So the only way out for him is to go tell the wife. If I lay my hand on that murderous woman, then she will regret ever being calma. The Brazil I see calma. Yeah, glad that you're here. I have connected. Okay. Honestly, this damage, okay. I think something else is going on. You say, okay, host, that was what Judy did to me. Yes, you see, in the case of Judy Austin and May Edochie, it's almost similar, but the difference is that May has a child, or May has children, 4 children, both boys and girls. She has 1 girl and 3 boys. So it's not as if May Edochie was even looking for any child. I mean, Yul Edochie was looking for any child. May Edochie is not looking for a child. The husband is not looking. So he was well blessed. But you know this thing with men and Arawantiro, they will always go and play away match. And sometimes they will play this match and score a goal. Some of them are still hiding their goal till today. They are still hiding. They are still hiding these children. Their wives are not aware that their husbands have children. As we speak, sometimes during burial, if any, God forbid, anything happens to the man, that is when the truth unfolds. In the case of May and Judy, May is standing her ground right now. She doesn't want polygamy. Judy Austin wanted it, and Yul Edochie went behind and did the traditional marriage. But in the case of this man doesn't even have the heart to go marry a second wife. I'm sure that was why he ran to the wife. There's Zomo, come and save me. She wants marriage, and I'm not ready for polygamy. Could that be the reason why this man decided to open up to the wife? That this is what has happened. 18 years marriage is not 8 months. So I really feel for this woman. I know how she felt. I know how broken she has been, especially knowing that the problem is coming from her. You know, it's been eating her up. It's been eating her up. If only the man discussed with her, some women would accept it. But you see, sometimes these men think that we don't reason, we are too emotional. If they tell us, we'll not know. Hey, hello, why don't you just say it? Why did he not just say it and let her decide what she wants? Let her be the one to say, no, I don't want, and then I'm out of this marriage. Or whatever you do, do not bring the child home. But he didn't lay the card on the table for her. He betrayed her. He disappointed her. He broke the vow, which pushed her into committing such atrocity. Now, this woman, God forbid, if anything ever happens to her, if anything, she will forever regret this action, this singular action. If she goes to jail right now, she may end up spending the rest of her life there. No child, no husband, no family, and life wasted. All because a man decided not to keep his thing in between his legs. Nike, you made it. Welcome, Nike. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Because even more painful for May, I gave you everything and you still cheated. It is now, that is even for the case of May. May gave everything. 3 hefty boys and 1 girl. 34 na achọ. Actually, no one now, you would have come out to tell her that you wanted. But he didn't want a second wife. What he wanted, he cheated. And that infidelity was what brought about a child of Stardike, this little handsome boy. You know, and I think it is better both of them stay apart. It is better they stay their separate ways. I'm happy they are both minding their business. Because if anything happens, fingers will begin to point to the wrong direction. Fingers will begin to point to the wrong direction. Accusation fingers. So sincerely, how do you think this woman would have handled this situation properly without taking the life of this innocent child? What ways? I want to know. I need at least proper solution, because another woman might be watching this. Another woman might be dealing with this. Another woman might be dealing with this pain as we speak right now. It's not something that is going to end anytime soon. It's not ending anytime soon. Unfortunately, this man will continue to cheat. So infidelity is not ending anytime soon. Men breaking the vow is not ending anytime soon. So what way would you advise a woman in this situation right now? How would you advise her to handle the situation? The man was under pressure to have a child. However, May Edochie was not in any pressure, and still he cheated. And May Edochie is still May Edochie still did not pilot to kill the baby. This is so true. This man was not under any pressure, but this man was. Let's even give it to him that because of his desperation, maybe he even deliberately wanted to try outside. Ohuku, let me just do once. Let me just try once. Let me just try. And then the trap caught the bushmeat. And he was left with no option other than to either marry this woman who is rejecting money and wanting a second wife, or tell the wife and see if she will agree that the baby, be brought home. Because that was what this man wanted to do. I think his plan was inform the wife. If she forgives him after giving him some dirty slap, because this thing shouldn't go without some hot slaps. Maya left to Maya right, to give him left, to give him uppercut, do anything to him at that point in time, the man will be a cat. Trust me, he will not raise a finger. If that woman had vented, got angry, punched the man, hit him, you are so wicked, you are callous, you are a cheat, you are a that, I cry and punch him, do even use fry pan, hit his head, that man will not say anything. He can even pour the man hot water, anything, the man will not say, but the man will still keep quiet. Because he has sinned and is asking for forgiveness. But in this situation, unfortunately, this lady wants marriage and nobody's going to take her child away from her. Nobody's taking her child away from her. There are women out there who what they want is not money. They just want someone out there to marry them legally. Someone out there, be it polygamous marriage or anything, they just want a man to take responsibility and do the honorable thing. And which is what this woman is looking for. Just like what Judy Austin wanted marriage, not to be a baby mama. Because in as much as I don't subscribe to infidelity, I think men should be held accountable for whatever they do. If you cheat, take responsibility. You can't just take away the woman's child. No, you can't just take away her child. Yes, that's correct, Adoyoyo, but he will not be the last man to marry a second wife. It is our culture to marry more than one wife, and it wasn't a crime back then. Yeah, it could also be that the man is not the father of the child. No, the man he did DNA before telling the wife, Oyoyo. The man actually conducted a DNA test to ascertain truly if the child belongs to him before telling the wife. And when he confirmed, the result came out that the child belongs to him, the boy belongs to him, he decided to go tell his wife. If the child is not his, he wouldn't have told the wife. I mean, women like it when the man cheats and you don't bring home receipts. You don't bring home evidence. You can cheat, but don't bring home any evidence. You can cheat, but no second wife. But in the case of this man, Ojianono, you either marry me as a second wife or you forget about me and the child. And this man, 18 years, has been desperately looking for a child. There was a DNA that would prove that, yes, okay, that he was the father. Yes. Okay, it's pointing out another angle to us. It could be, yeah, it has been verified. No, it has been verified. It has been verified. I later got update on this. It has been verified. That's his child. They did a DNA test to determine the paternity. He did a DNA test, and the child, the boy, is his. So the man has been thinking, will he abandon this boy after looking for a child for 18 years? I'm asking you guys again, what better ways or what better option do you think this woman had instead of taking the life of this child? Because he's taking the life of the child, the option. What other better options do you think this woman had? First of all, look at her situation. She has a problem. The problem is from her. She can't conceive. She has wasted 18 years of her life with this man. She's not getting younger. She's already, Chiejigo is already night for her. So if you say divorce now, consider what she stands to lose. No husband, no child, and everything. So it's really a tough decision. I think the woman was boxed into a corner. She just didn't know that it's going to backfire like this. She didn't know. She didn't really think about the consequences if found out before she did this. She didn't even know that they could carry out autopsy and determine the cause of death. And unfortunately, she was the last person that visited the woman and the child before the child, got ill that night and passed on. And of course, autopsy revealed the cause of death, poisoning, of which she herself confessed later that she did it. So she's not denying that she didn't do it. She later agreed after carrying the burden, she later agreed that yes, she did it, but she did it out of anger and jealousy. So I'll be reading your comments. All this cheating palaver should not even be brought up. This is a murder case which should warrant our vehement condemnation. But what led to it is cheating, right? Is it not cheating that led to it? The man didn't cheat. How do you think the woman wouldn't have gone to this extreme, in as much as we don't support what the woman did? What started this whole thing? Something ignited it. Something pushed her to the corner. Something pushed her to this extreme, which is infidelity, broken vow. If Yul Edochie wanted to marry a second wife, he could have done that honorably, but rather he cheated with with this lady for 6 good years. Absolutely. Yeah, he did. She could have moved on with her life because it's obvious she can't make babies anymore, and staying the side chick will make her life miserable, and staying the side chick will make her life miserable. Oh, 18 years. After everything, is living really, whichever way I look at it, it's just like she's standing in between the devil and the deep blue sea. Yeah, I don't know if they even tried the adoption. The man didn't say if they tried adoption. He just said that they've been trying to conceive for years, meaning they must have tried different things. I don't know how far they went. Yeah, jealousy. She for just accept and then adopt her own. That's one good option. Because if they had thought about adoption, they would have had a child. Maybe they've been trying. The woman wanted to carry her own. And sometimes it's not easy. What about surrogacy? If the man had the money to build a house for the baby mama, then he should have had that money for surrogacy. Let another woman carry the baby for the wife. If she can't carry, if the challenge is from her, like he said, and he has supported her for 16 years before deciding to go and play Awantiro outside, to go and score goal outside. I mean, he should have brought out money for them to pay a surrogate mother to carry. I mean, this is how you support your wife. Try your best as a man. Give her all that you have given her all. If she had rejected surrogacy or adoption, then it's a different case. Then we'll say, okay, this man is justified for going out there because the wife doesn't want surrogacy, she doesn't want adoption, she only wants to keep trying IVF, which isn't working for her. Because whether we like it or not, this IVF doesn't work for everyone. There are people struggling. You don't know how many times they have done IVF and it's not working. Our bodies differ. our body really differs. Canelo say the deed has been done, and you did the right thing by marrying the lady instead of being only baby daddy. Aha, okay. I understand the deed is done, and Judy should move in and May should move out. There is no good way for me to see through Judy and you case. You see, May, I think this is the situation of May. May is looking at how much she has spent. May spent 17 years, 17 to 18 years now with Yul Edochie. Is she going to leave Yul Edochie and start from where? Leave Yul. I know she's still very young. Leave Yul. This is the man that maybe probably disvirgin her. This is the man that gave her all. This is the man that taught her everything she knew. The man, the husband of her youth. Let's put it that way. The only man she has had anything with, her friend, the father of her children. And then if she leaves, this Judy Austin is already a wife, will now become the only wife. It's a tough situation. Maybe this is what May is, why May is sitting on the fence, contemplating, should I say yes? Should I say no? Should I say yes to divorce? Should I say no? She's just sitting on the fence, no go, no transfer. She's just standing there. It's a tough situation. This is exactly the same thing, but the case is a bit different because May has children for Yul Edochie. This man is more desperate. Yul was not desperate to have a child. It just happened that he fell in love with another woman. His case wasn't the case of desperation, but this man's case is a case of desperation. A man who has been with a wife for 18 years, and boom, he played away match, which resulted to a beautiful baby boy. He's not going to throw away the boy. He's not going to deny the boy. And the woman is holding on to her child unless you come and do small thing on top of my head. Just small thing like this, do it on top of my head and I'll become your wife. Then you can legally have the child. Of which this man may not be ready. May not be ready for polygamy. And he can't get access to the child. Like he cannot own the child. And he can't bring the child to the wife. You see, his options are limited. He can't marry a second wife. He can't collect the child and come give to the wife. And he's already for polygamy. So the only thing he felt good was to go tell the wife. And the way she received the news, the way she accepted it, pretended. Now, if they do you something, make you vex. So it's good to speak out, vex. Throw your pot of soup. Carry fry pan, carry pot, knock the man. Do anything where you want to. They talk about English before white people come say me and they promote violence here. Carry fry pan and pot, knock him for the man head. Do anything to him, punch him, cry, hit his chest. You wicked man, you did this to me. You wicked man, God will punish you. Do anything so that anger will leave. Open your mouth and talk when you are angered. When you are say it, especially in this situation, not in every situation, especially in the situation of betrayal. Especially in this case, carry anything, carry 2 by 2, koyanishi, nakam, puam soup. That soup that you have just prepared that is boiling, dash him the soup so that anger will leave. Because this is a very serious betrayal. It's a serious case. A woman that has challenged and has been waiting on God and has been praying and has been doing all she could to have a child, only for her to hear the news that, baby, I'm sorry. I was walking one day and I fell on a naked woman and she got pregnant. AA is laughing, say host. Because okay, let me see where this conversation started from. Colin said, no one is even asking about all the support of more than 15 years, but because of the error, everything has been forgotten. That is marriage for you. The 15 years, it's not just for the woman. After the woman has a child, is it not his child? This is what couples should do for themselves. Support one another through thick and thin. That is what marriage is all about. You hold my hands, I hold your hand. What if the reverse was the case? What if it was the man that has an issue and the woman went and decided to do one small round with her boyfriend and boom, she got pregnant? Do you think this woman will remove the pregnancy? She will not. She would rather leave the marriage and hold on to her baby because this is something she's been waiting for several years. Let's assume that the man has issues. Let's assume that the man is impotent. And the woman knew and supported him and stood by him, giving him all the support. He has gone out, play away match round and nothing. He couldn't score a goal. Then the woman decided to do one small one. Boom, pregnancy happens. Do you think the woman would terminate it? She would tell the man and end the marriage. She would have. So it could be the reverse. Problem in marriage cannot just be, we'll not look at it as one-sided. He stood by her because she is his wife. She's a wife. Your wife is not an outsider. You ought to give her that support, even if it's for donkey years. So there was no reason for him to go and cheat. If he's a traditional man that believes in polygamy, who would have said, discuss with your wife that you want to marry a second wife. And if your wife refuses, go ahead and marry the second wife. It's been done. People are doing it, and it will continue to happen. But did he give her the option? Was he ready for polygamy himself? Was he truly ready for polygamy? Or he just wanted to enjoy? Boom, it hooked. Why did he not come to the wife and say, I want to marry the lady? He didn't give the wife that option. Remember, he didn't tell the wife he wanted to marry the baby mama. Okay, but if the home or their relationship is toxic, when it's better to leave, yes, it is better to leave it if it has been. But this one has been a peaceful one. It's been a peaceful marriage between the man and the wife. Yeah, because very true. Their children will set in because each of the woman wants their children to excel. Absolutely. Yeah, Colin will say because as a nonsense. I won't read this, just goes, Joe. I know you are not a Christian. K Business Podcast, welcome, Pastor K. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So, guys, I am still asking the question. We have matured people here. We are all matured here. What do you think would have been the best way to handle the situation for the woman instead of deleting the life of the child? Consider her situation. Consider this woman's situation that she cannot have a child. And things are a bit messy for her, health-wise. She's already advanced. She's not a baby anymore. A woman that has been in marriage for 18 years, of course, let's assume she got married in her 20s. Add 20s plus 18, plus another 20. That she should be in her 50s, maybe. At 20-something plus this, maybe close to 50. So she's no longer a child, and she has been capitalizing on the husband's support. She has been trying to pull through with the husband's support and encouragement, only for the man to dash her hope, to shatter her trust. What do you think you would do? You watching me right now, how do you think the woman should have handled it? Go fight the side chick, the baby mama, fight her husband, divorce, or accept the baby? You think she should have just welcomed the baby? Since the woman wants polygamy, let her marry the baby mama. Let him marry the baby mama and bring her home. In some cultures, yes, this is done. But these people are Christians, and that is where the problem lies. That is where the problem lies for them. They are Christians, they are not subscribing to polygamy. So how? She should have accepted the baby, though, yeah, true that God can give her, yeah, one as well. Yeah, and I have seen a case like this where the woman accepted to raise another person's child, and in the course of that, God blessed her with her own. It could be the beginning of open door. God sees the heart, how she accepts and treats that child. Could make God. God is still in the business of performing miracles. He's not done. He's not done. He is still in the business of performing miracles. Nothing is impossible with him. No matter the condition of the womb, no matter the situation, he can still do it. He can still fix things. So what if God sees the heart and said, wow, like Hannah, who has been waiting on God, though she still accepted the husband's second wife and treated her well, never fought the woman, even though the woman has been making mockery of her, laughing, making jest of her, she still treated the children well, accepted this woman as a co-wife, and God had mercy on her and opened up her womb when she cried. So it's still possible that if she had accepted this woman, God would have seen her heart, that despite the pain, the betrayal, what the husband did to her with this woman, she still opened her heart to love the child and treat the child as her own. The child belongs to both parties. In polygamy, the child, that the husband had with the baby mama, equally belongs to her. She has rights over the child as well. That is the law of polygamy. Both wives have rights over any child born in polygamy. So if she had, maybe, I don't know, I'm saying maybe, you know, this is an option, accepting the baby mama, accepting the child and treating the child with love as if the child belongs to her. It could be God's own way of testing her, you know, her resolute, testing her patience, trying to see if she can, because every child born, they say, is from God. So this child that came from God didn't come from the devil. If she had accepted it, who knows? Who knows? And that is why I am saying couples should always be open to different options, especially when trying to conceive. Be open, have an open heart. Have an open heart towards IVF. Have an open heart towards adoption. Have an open heart towards surrogacy. Have an open heart also towards polygamy. If it comes to that, have an open heart. That way, it's going to be easier for you to handle situations like this, instead of allowing anger and jealousy to override you, to consume you, and destroy this beautiful home. They've been so supportive. They've been amazing couple, supporting and loving one another until this thing happened. Now the man has a child. He has his family backing. He has a baby mama that wouldn't waste time to become a new wife. What has become of this woman? She's going behind. By the time the case is over with all the evidence and her confession, there is no way she will escape it. She won't escape the law. There is no way she will escape it. She will have to face the law. All because she didn't really process it. She allowed anger to consume her. When it comes to baby from another woman, aside the legal wife, most women body be pepper them. They pepper them. They are not really patient to think twice. The moment they just hear boom, they just let anger. See, there are expressing yourself. Would have, if she had expressed herself, I believe she wouldn't have thought about this. She swallowed it, and it was so heavy on her chest. She was so heavy. She swallowed it, thinking, scheming, plotting on how to take all of them down. And the only way to take them down is to snatch that life, take that light that is shining. It's the only option she had at that time, due to anger and jealousy. If only she had expressed herself, no matter how much, let's even assume she was so, let that anger consume her, beat, call the man Aquaco, shout, call him names, anything, but just let that anger off. Let it out of your chest. Why am I making this video? A lot of people, some women are in this. Some women are still, they are on this table contemplating even as we talk. Yeah, what will people say? Usually take over their emotions sometimes to thank you so much, Gorex. This is so true. What will people say? Some women have been betrayed by their husband as we speak, and they are thinking of ways to deal with him, to give it back to him hot on, ways to make him pay, to feel the pain they are equally, going through. Some, their husband have just told them casually, you know what, I have a child, deal with it. And because they don't want to leave, see, it's easy to ask a woman to leave, but when faced with the situation, it's tough. It's tough. Especially if a woman has spent so much time with a man, over 10 years, over 15 years, 18 years, it is difficult to just ask her to. Trust me, it is difficult. People who are in marriage for just 1 year, it's difficult for them to talk more of couples that are already pursuing 20 years. It's a tough decision, trust me. But if only she had seek counseling, if only she had confided in someone, not the wrong party, because this could also be someone that that pressured her to do this, or someone that used her head, that manipulated her into doing this. What will people say? What will people think of me? And how can I show that I can also hurt back? You want to give it back. Another person must have even made, what if another woman manipulated her? How can you take it? Oh, you are quiet. You are silent. Wait, you cannot suffer with him. Do you remember when you guys got married? He cannot even pay rent. You are the one paying the rent. You are the one feeding him and his family. You are the one that gave him this job. You brought him to this position. You give it. Like, the person will remind her of everything, all the sacrifice she has made, which will make the emotions, come pouring in. Taking the life of the innocent child isn't at all, it shouldn't have been an option at all, to the 100th time. Whichever way we look at it, she committed a crime. And unfortunately, this is a crime she will forever regret for the rest of her life. It is something that she will forever regret. With her confession and the evidence, she's not getting away with it. Let us always think, process things, even in that heat of anger. Take time out to cool off. Cooling off will help us. Cry to God, pray, talk to a professional, talk to someone good, someone matured. If your husband is in this or has ever done this, even if there is no receipt from the infidelity, the fact that he cheated is enough to break the trust. Sometimes it's difficult to forgive and forget, but it's a process. It's something that you can just start. And how do you start? You have to talk. You have to cry it out if need be. In fact, it is impossible not to even cry it out. No matter the heart you have, it's impossible not to cry in a situation like this. The betrayal is too much. The disappointment is just too much. What he did, I cannot say it's not pardonable, but he broke the vow. He's not into polygamy. If he is, he would have told the wife and given her the options. Can you take in a second wife? Because according to what he said, the woman, the baby mama, was mounting pressure that she wants to be a wife and she doesn't want money, because he tried bribing her. He tried buying her. Give me the baby and just walk away. He wanted to pay a huge amount of money and she refused. And maybe she has even threatened to take the baby far away from him. If you're not married to me, it's my child. I carried the child for 9 months. I gave birth to this child. What if the baby mama has threatened? Well, I'm not giving you this child. I'm not selling my child. I love my child. I'm not selling. And I'm ready to be a second wife if you and your wife are ready for it. So she was open for polygamy, which was what made the man not to have an option. Crazy things are happening. It could be another situation. It could be, what if the table were to be turned and it's a woman that got pregnant? Women are equally cheating. They're equally getting pregnant and pinning it on their husbands. In Nigeria today, a lot of doctors are coming out to say, if you check statistics, a lot of married women are doing it. They are cheating on their husbands. Most of them, their first child belongs to their lover, their boyfriend, their sugar daddy. It's happening. But if we turn the table around now and it's the woman that got pregnant, the man was the one that had issues and she got pregnant, would this man been able to handle the situation? Would he have been able to handle it? Knowing that the problem is from him and the wife is saying, I am leaving you. Leaving him like a vegetable with no hope. If he marries another woman, the same situation is going to stare at him in the face. Isn't it? Except he goes for surrogacy, go for adoption. Let's assume that the IVF is not, let's even remove it. But it's still an option. Certain things can happen to us. But how we handle the situation matters a lot. We can face challenges in life. How we handle these challenges matters a lot. We can have difficult moments. How we handle it matters a lot. It is very important that we sit down, analyze it, and think before taking any action. Before we carry out that thing, that silent voice that keeps saying, go and do it, go and do it, go and do it, go and do it. Do not think about what people will say. It is your life, it is you. So do not go for the option that may endanger your life or that will send you, take away your freedom. Do not care what people will say. What people will say doesn't matter to you. What matters to you is that you are happy and you are at peace. It may take time to forget, but eventually you'll be fine. What has the innocent child got to do with this whole thing? What is the crime of the innocent child? What is this child's offense coming into the world? Being born by two adults who decided to engage in infidelity. What was the child's crime? What was the child's offense? This woman should have thought it over, that this child is innocent of the crime her husband and the baby mama or the side chick committed. This child has no hand in it. This child didn't beg to be brought into the world. This child is innocent. The child just happened to come in between them. Jealousy is like a poison. It eats from the inside, gradually without you seeing it, and it consumes one from the inside, ruining us from the inside. Jealousy. Another woman has this child. Another woman may come and take over. Jealousy and anger, both coming together, is volcanic eruption. Is disaster. When one is angry and jealous, you mix these two together, phew, it will erupt. The outcome is usually very dangerous. It's usually bad. So if this woman had thought it over, let one side cool off. If it's the anger, allow the anger cool off. If it's just jealousy, maybe with time, the jealousy will begin to leave. But having that anger, wanting to take that innocent life, so the man feels the pain that she is equally feeling. So the woman feels the pain that she is equally feeling. Well, some must have carried out the crime and then feel bad, their eyes cleared after the incident. Yes. I'm saying if she's given a choice right now to turn back the hands of time, I believe she wouldn't have done what she did. If she knew, because this is a meditated crime, premeditated crime. She took her time, plotted it, allowed time to pass, months passed. She established that relationship only with the aim of winning this woman's trust, with the sole aim of gaining her trust. And she succeeded. So it took her time to actually plot this out. She had time to process it. She had time to back out of the plan. She had time to change her mind. She had time to think it through. But that anger, that overwhelming feeling consumed her. It didn't give her room to think. It didn't give her room to process it. It didn't give her room to even have a second thought about the whole thing. It was driving her. So it was like a fuel. It keep fueling the jealousy. Keep fueling it until eventually she went to the market, got, we don't know the poison, the type of poison, got this, plotted on how to do it. Didn't tell the husband. Found the right opportunity. If the baby mama hadn't left the child with her. Maybe she would have found a way to say, let's take a stroll. I want to get to know this baby better. Or she would have just, I don't know, or what, maybe she's been carrying it in her bag, in her handbag, waiting for the right opportunity to strike, the right time to give it to the child. Visiting, waiting for opportunity. If it doesn't work out this time around, she'll go back next week. She will call. How are you guys doing? I bought some toys for baby boy. Do you mind if I come over? And she say, no problem. It's your child also. Innocently, the baby mama was just thinking this woman loves her and have accepted her, until she found the right time, the right timing, and administered this poison. Jealousy is a bad thing. I know she has every right to be jealous. Who wouldn't be? Who wouldn't be? But what you do when you are jealous matters. How you handle that jealousy matters. We all get jealous from time to time. We all get jealous. We are human beings. We all get jealous. People get jealous. I mean, who wouldn't be? I don't think there's any woman in this situation who wouldn't get jealous. I don't think there's any woman who wouldn't feel betrayed. I don't think there's any woman who wouldn't get this angered, who wouldn't be angered. But what you do when you are angry, when you feel that overwhelming jealousy matters. What do you do? To what extent do you go? Because as human beings, there are people who always go ahead. There are people who always be at the top. There are people, if you are ahead, there are people equally ahead of you. And if it happens within the same family, how you handle it matters. Even in families that they have co-wives, when I say co-wife, not polygamy kind of arrangement, like say women being married to the same to brothers, the same siblings. One brother could be doing well financially, things going smoothly financially, they've had children, they built a very beautiful house, everything they want is there. And then another woman is married to the husband and to one of the brothers, and things maybe are rough, setbacks here and there, financial difficulty, they'll have to depend on the other man. Wives get jealous. Come on, let's not lie to ourselves. Let's not deny these things. Even among friends, one person doing better than the other, jealousy can creep in. But what you do, how do you tame that jealousy? How do you tame it? Do you let it consume you, your whole essence, and make you begin to plot what you shouldn't be plotting? How do you handle jealousy? Because even God himself says he is a jealous God. He said, I am your God. I will never share my glory with anyone. I am a jealous God. Even God himself is jealous of you worshiping another God. Because he said he is your God and he's jealous. So jealousy is part of human traits. It is normal with human beings to be jealous, but how you handle that jealousy matters so much. How do you treat, how do you handle it? Do you talk yourself out of it, or you encourage yourself to remain consumed in that jealousy? Do you plot the downfall of the other person because you are jealous? Do you try to dim their light so yours can shine? This is what is happening today. People plotting to take away that light, to turn off that bulb, that bulb shining for the other person so theirs can shine. Taking down another person's light doesn't make yours shine brighter. It doesn't. That she has taken this child, has it given her her own child? No. Instead, it has dimmed her light forever. No man will hear this woman do this and still want to marry. Let's assume this marriage ends, she goes to jail, come out. Let's even give her 10, 20 years. If I thought she comes out after 20 years. No, what man would even marry her with a case of murder around her neck? Her light has been dimmed forever. That is why we need to think twice before taking some certain actions. You might think you want to strike another person. You don't know the relationship that person has with God. You don't know the person's personal relationship with God. Dimming another person's light doesn't make yours shine brighter. It has consequences. Taking this child has not given her her own child. Rather, it has destroyed her life, it has ruined her life. All she will do now when she comes out, repent, give her life to God, and just be a single woman, no child, no husband, grow old all by herself. But then she will try to establish a personal relationship with God. Maybe that's the only thing that will keep her going. How do you handle jealousy? That overwhelming feeling of this person is doing better than me, this person is getting it all, this person is married, why am I not married? This person has children, why don't I have children? This person is rich, why am I not rich? This person's business is flourishing, why is mine not flourishing? This person's salary is higher, why is mine not going up? This person has been promoted at the place of work, why am I not being promoted? These are human traits. And when they happen, at first you will rejoice, but silently there's this little tiny feeling of jealousy. But do you let it grow? Do you encourage it? Do you fuel it? Or you try to just talk yourself out of it and say, my time will come. My time will come. This is not my time. My time will come. We all have our time. When is your time? Our time here differs. We are not in competition. Do not let yourself get into competition. You might break your leg trying to compete with another. You might ruin your life trying to compete with another. Jealousy, yes, is a trait, but how do you handle it when that silent feeling comes in that this person is better, this person is doing well, this person is getting it all? But host, this might not be the jealousy case. It could be something that shows who she really is. No, I think it's a case of jealousy. It's a case of jealousy and anger. Trust me, this woman, the husband, according to the husband, is a good woman. Okay, they've lived together for 16 years before he did this, and he didn't go out because she's the bad wife. He never said she has been acting crazy, or she has not been submissive, or she's not been he said she's everything any man can pray for. But that jealousy is normal. That your husband went out, a man that you have spent 16 years with, he went out and then boom, got another lady pregnant. Just within the space of few months, the lady took him. Look, I'm a woman. I know that feeling. It's nothing but jealousy and anger that she allowed to consume her. That is why I said all she could have done at that time is to express herself. Get angry, get mad at the man. Yes, it shouldn't have gotten to this level of deleting, We get provoked daily. She should have just expressed her anger and her disappointment, her disapproval, just anything other than deleting. But she didn't delete the child immediately. She took time, and then the more longer time she took, the more that thing consumes her, the more it eats her up. Every day she goes there and see how cute this baby boy is. Every day she goes to the house and see how handsome the boy is. Every day she goes to the house and see how much the husband dotes on that child. Every day she goes there, she sees how the woman kisses and pegs the child. The anger wells up. It wells up. She becomes she's struggling. She feels like holding both mother and child and strangling them. She had time. That is why self-control, even that last minute, that last second before she decided to administer the poison, she had a choice to retrace her step, a choice to say no, a choice to say, no, I can't pull through with this. There are people who have gone to commit crime, and then when they get there, they have a change of mind. They say, no, this isn't who I am. This isn't what I want to do. No, this is not me. There are people, even at that point, at the exact point when they're supposed to carry out the act, there are robbers who have gone to rob, and when they get there, their mission is probably to rob and, maybe use the women and do all that. But at that time, some of them have a change of heart. There are people who equally get there. Maybe they've given them an assignment to take someone, to delete someone, and when they get there, they can't pull it. They are looking at it, they can't pull it. They hold themselves back. So last minute, all she could have done is to hold herself and fight that demon that wants her to take the life of the child. Aziza TV shows, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, my welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rebecca, my queen, welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please kindly hit the like. Welcome. Whoa, you ladies are late. Come and drop your late comer fees. Last minute, people can have change of heart, no matter the anger and the envy, the jealousy. Last minute, you have the option, you have the choice of retracing your stuff. You have the option of saying, no, I'm not going through with this. No, this is not who I am. I don't have to pay back evil for evil. I don't have to do this. This child is innocent. Last minute, you can change your mind from carrying out that action. Most often times when they have done it, the scale falls from their eyes, and that spirit of anger and jealousy that has consumed them for months suddenly leaves. Everywhere is calm, and they're looking, what have I done? What did I do here? How did I let myself do this? Anger. There are women out of anger that have gone to the kitchen and they pick up the kitchen, and they use it, use it. And when they are done doing that, they look at their hands and say, oh my God, what did I just do? No, what did I just do? No. And that is as if the spirit just leaves them now to their own senses. That sense that left them, the spirit leaves them, that negative spirit leaves them, and they are now left to regret their action. By then it's already too late. They're looking at what they have done. They're crying. This woman went home peacefully, knowing what she had done, heard that this child has passed, kept quiet, pretended, slept. I don't know how she slept for days. I don't know how she battled with her conscience, how she battled with the thought that she has taken the life of an innocent child. When she has seen it, that the heat is on, autopsy results came out that this is poisoning. Seeing the court case, the family are already taking legal action. The husband has been confronting her, even from his hospital bed. The man is still yet to recover from the trauma, from the shock. He's still in the hospital. Before she now came out to confess that she did it. She had time. This is not an emotional thing that, oh, she was blinded by emotion and she didn't know when she did it. That's what they call meditated and premeditated. I don't know how the law, Oyoyo is a lawyer here, premeditated, something that people premeditate before they do. And there is one that you don't think about it, you just allow emotion. That one, a good lawyer can help fight the case, but that isn't the case of this one. She planned everything. She took her time. She took her time. Even when the act has been committed, she still kept quiet for months, for days, until finally she couldn't take it anymore. Seeing that the husband is not ready to support her in this, he's not ready to fight for her, he's not ready to cover her up, and the family are threatening to return her bride price and also sue her. And of course, she knows that she's going to be in jail for a very long time. That was when she opened up and said, I did it. What did this innocent child do? Nothing. The child was just born out of infidelity. The child is innocent, but the parents are guilty. They are the guilty ones. I know it's tough for this woman to accept and just move on. It's tough for her to say, I no longer want this marriage. You ruined my life. No, it's it's a very difficult situation. It's a very difficult situation. It is tough for her to just accept that I am leaving this marriage. She has spent 18 good years with this man. Where is she going to begin from? Especially with her condition. That is why I said she was consumed with anger, jealousy. Jealousy of watching another woman coming to the home she built for 18 years. A man she has grown to love. A man that she has that she has grown to, like, wrapped her life around. A man that has been her support, her pillar. For 16 years, this man doesn't cheat. He said he has never cheated, and she had no reason to suspect him. For 16 years, they were together, struggling, trying to beat the odds, managing this condition, with the man showing his love and support. And then, boom, baby from nowhere. It's hard for her to just move on. It is tough for her to just say, no, I am leaving. I'm quitting this marriage. Pack your bag. Pack your bag is not easy. Fold your cloth and leave is not easy, especially when the marriage is over 10 years, 15 years, 18 years, 20 years. Fold your cloth is not easy. Leave him is not easy. If she had children, she had something to hold on to. If she had had her own children, she can say, well, I've had my children. God has blessed me. Just like we're advising May Joshua right now. You have had your children. If you want to leave, you can leave. You're still very beautiful and young. You've had your children. They're there like a support. They're your pillars. There are people that you look back and then you say, whoa, thank God I didn't leave this marriage empty-handed. But this woman in question is leaving the marriage empty, empty-handed. No child, no husband, nothing. Not even the support of her in-laws. If she had had children, I would say, whoa, why you had children and you have the mind to go take another child's life? No, you had an option to walk away with your children. But sincerely, in as much as we look at this, it is tough for her to just walk away. All she could have done, like I said, the only option I see is accepting the child instead of taking the child's life. Because the spirit of the child will fight her to the last. She had the option of accepting. And who knows, God will, like I said before, God will look at her with mercy and compassion and say, oh, thou daughter of Zion, you have endured despite all these years. You loved your husband. You supported your husband. Even when he cheated, you didn't think about leaving. Instead, you opened your arms and you welcomed this baby that isn't yours, and you take the child like yours. You took care of this child. I am giving your own flesh, your own blood, your own child. Nothing is impossible with God. That is why sometimes when things like this happen, do not allow anger consume you. Think and ask yourself, what if? What if? What if? Weigh the options. Put them on a scale. Write down things. Draw a line on a piece of paper. Pour out your emotion. Check where the good side, where the bad side. Weigh your options properly on a scale. And see which is lighter. Does going in there to jail for the rest of her life, is it the lighter option for her? No, it was the heaviest of all. But she chose it because human nature always wants that one. That is why we have to keep fighting this, our human nature. We have to keep fighting that nature that wants us to do the wrong thing, that wants us to take the wrong decision. We have to keep fighting it and let the good nature of us, our good nature, take over, take control, surpass, and fight out that other nature. Because every human being have the good and the bad nature. If you want to be bad today as a human being, you will be bad. If you want to be good, you can be good. All it needs, because doing good is tougher. It's for you to fight to be good, and when and with time it becomes easier. to push away that other nature. But if you entertain it, you fuel it, you pamper it, it becomes a monster that consumes you as human being. That is why some people, they say they are irredeemable. Their soul cannot be redeemed. They have gone far. They have gone far. Their souls can't be redeemed. They have gone. Nothing is left of them. No human feeling is left of them. They are gone. You can't bring them back. They are far gone. Some can still be redeemed. This is why early enough is better. Early, when that thing begins to well up, when those ideas, those crazy ideas begin to come into your mind, fight it. Fight it. It's tough. Fight it. It's a battle. That's why you fight that demon. It's a demon trying to take over, trying to possess your being. You fight that demon until you win. But if you give in and you just let it go, it stays in there, sits there, make your body its dwelling place until it consumes and destroys everything around you. It's like a fire. When you ignite and you have gallons of petrol around and kerosene around, gradually, what it does is going to explode and consume. Whether there are valuables there or not, it doesn't matter. Fire does not listen to valuables. Fire doesn't know valuables. Fire doesn't know what is precious to you and what isn't. When a fire consumes, and whether human beings or property or anything, it consumes, it leaks away everything. So do not let it consume you. Fight it. Tell yourself you can do it. And be careful who you listen to when you are in trouble, when you have issues as delicate as this. Who you listen to matters. Who do you talk to when you have been betrayed by your spouse? Do you just talk to some friends who will not give you right advice, who will tell you at the very first instant, do back, do this or do that? Or do you listen to people who will sit you down and say, I know how tough this is. I know how hard this is on you. I know you are in pain. I know you are bitter right now. I know you feel like tearing him apart. But calm down. Take a glass of water. Drink. Let's just lie down. Let's watch a movie. Then we can talk. Or relax. Let's go on a holiday. Let's just go to church. Or give me your hand. Let's pray. Who do you talk to? When you have very sensitive issues, who you talk to matters. Be wary, be careful of who you talk to, who you tell things when you are angry. Because they may not be the right people to talk to at that time that you are angry. They may end up fueling that anger the more. You are angry, another person brings petrol. Your husband, to think that this man has been pretending, who knows, maybe he has been cheating. This isn't his fault. And then you talk to another person and say, why don't you cheat back? And then you talk to the obonge of all the witches. You say, go and delete that child. Who you talk to matters. First of all, remember you have one person you can talk to. If you're watching me right now, you are going through a situation similar to this, betrayal of trust, and it has cut deep through your heart. You are crying, you are in pain, you feel betrayed, you feel disappointed, you are so pained, it's as if your heart is bleeding. You just want to rip it out. Please remember you have God. First of all, calm down and just pray. Even if you want to cry while praying, please cry out to him while you're praying. It's going to lessen the burden, and God will begin to speak to you. Before you pick up your phone to call friends, to call your mother, to call your father, to call your siblings, to call any family member, to call that bestie, sit down and talk to God first. Tell him about the situation, how your husband has betrayed or cheated on you, how you feel betrayed, how your life doesn't have direction anymore. How you need him alone to help you get over the pain. Stella, oh, Chikunwanyama, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you. Welcome. Talk to God. Tell him you feel like you are in a deep blue sea. Like you are drowning. You can't come out of it. You need him. He's the only one, because you have looked right. There is no help in sight. You look your left, no help in sight. You look, there is no way forward and there is no way backward. It's as if your life has come to an end. It's as if you're in a very hopeless situation. No situation is hopeless once there is life. God can always make a way. Like in this woman's situation, if only, my opinion may not have worked, but God would have given her the best choice if she didn't allow anger to get the best of her. That's why it's important, before you pick up that telephone, when you see that your husband cheated on you, or your husband has a child. Okay, Wanyoma, thank you so much. Thank you. Do not forget to hit the like button, okay? This woman can dance. Oh gosh, Stella Mark, and she's a fantastic actor. You know, talk to God. He should be the first person. Don't pick your phone and you start looking for people to call. Calm down when things happen. Calm down, relax, think it through. If you need to cry, cry. But please, your first point of call shouldn't be your phone, because the devil might be pushing you to call the wrong person. Process it. Pray about it. And God will direct you to the right person to speak to. To the right person that will give you the right advice, that will counsel you. To the right friend. To the right relative to call. Before you pick your phone out of anger. Before you pick your phone out of anger and begin to rant and begin to run, I'm going to do this. Sometimes the words of our mouth can even put us in trouble. You can threaten someone, I'm going to do this to her, and we make sure that child, that time you're saying it, somebody, they say the words have ears. Somebody can even hear. And God forbid, the problem is not from you. So what happens? How do you defend yourself? What if another person committed that crime? Or what if it's just natural? But because you have said it, I will deal with that person. They don't know me. They don't know. I'm going to deal with that person. She has not seen anything. That time you are saying it, the words have ears. You don't know who might be passing. You don't know who was listening. Even the person you are telling could be recording. Haven't people betrayed themselves with that? On these streets, things have been revealed even by close friends. The person you think you are having a honest discussion with is recording or could be saving and screenshotting everything. Then one day you fall apart, the person goes, whoa. You'll be wondering, but this is supposed to be a secret between us. This is supposed to be a secret. Are you not supposed to? This is a secret. No. That is why do not let anger drive into saying things you know you don't mean. You hit your chest and say, I'm going to deal with that person. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do. If anything happens, how do you defend yourself? And allowing it sit inside your heart is not also a good way. You need to let it out. You need to bring out that anger. You need to express yourself so that thing leaves you. Oh, Tanya Brown, welcome. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kindly hit the like button. Welcome, Queen. I've missed you. I've been looking for you. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much. Express yourself. Let your spouse know what they did hurts you. That this betrayal is too much of a deep cut. And you don't know when you're going to recover from it. You don't know if you're ever going to recover from it. But at least express yourself. Instead of allowing the devil to get the better side of you and pushes you to go take a life. Life is precious and sacred. We can't create a single strand of hair. How much more our whole being? So who gave us the right, no matter the anger and the jealousy, who gave us the right to take life? Even though people take life carelessly these days, they take life without caring. People are no longer remorseful. Shedding of blood has become a normal thing. A woman can sit down and plot to take the life of a child herself. Where is her conscience? Has that brought back, has that given her own child? It hasn't. Did it erase her problem? It didn't. Her problems and challenges are still there, and it's even worse because right now it's not just waiting. There is no hope. It's as if there is no hope. It's going to take only the grace of God. That is after she finished paying for her crimes. Maybe by the time she's coming out of jail, she should be in her 60s or 70s, depending on how many years they're going to give to her. All because of anger. Can't control it. You feel the only way to let it out is to revenge, is to do it. No, if I don't do it, I will not find peace. Some people say if I don't do it, they will not find peace. You can find peace. All you need is to take time to cool off, drink a glass of water, process the whole thing, think about it, weigh the consequences of your action, that thing you're plotting, you're thinking about, weigh it. Look at the woman that was pursuing her husband and the side chick. How did she end up? She didn't weigh that if I'm doing this James Bond 007 pursuing my husband and the side chick, what if I crash? What if anything happens? She didn't wait. She only allowed that anger drive her. Is a driving force. She allowed it drive her, and she was speeding like James Bond. The man turns, she turns. The man says, "You think you can speed? No, bring it on." She put it in gear 2. Oh, you think you want to dodge? No, I must get you. The question I asked, where are you pursuing him to? You pursue him, you catch him. What are you going to do? Like, you want to catch him and beat him up? But she was doing the 007 as at that time she wasn't thinking. All she was thinking is to get the both of them. Get them and do what? Okay, if you get them, what are you going to do? Until she crashed. And that was it. She passed on. Anger. That was the end. Anger is a terrible thing. It's a driving force that can destroy. So if you let it sit, it's going to overwhelm you and it's going to erupt one day like a volcanic eruption. And everything around there is going to melt. You bring it down, you raise it down. If your man cheats or your husband has a child outside wedlock, as a woman, I beg you, do not plot revenge. You still have your whole life ahead of you. Plotting the revenge is not the best option. Plotting to take them down isn't. Some women have plotted with people, to take their husband down, plotted to take the side chick down. Does that erase the betrayal? No, it doesn't erase the betrayal is still there. The man that betrayed you may be gone, but it's still there. It doesn't erase the fact that your heart was broken. It doesn't erase the fact that the vow has been broken. It doesn't erase the fact that you are still waiting on God. It doesn't. You are left with a burden of guilt for the rest of your life. Human nature, we want you to give it back. You want them to feel the same anger. You want them to feel the same pain. You want them to feel how it feels, like know what you feel. You want to rip out their hearts and crush it before them. But hey, I know you want to do all that. You feel like giving it back to them, heart of basketballs. Calm down. Think through it. Ask yourself again, weigh it on a scale. Is that the only option I've got? What other options do you have? Write down the options. Even the good and the bad, write them down and weigh them. Yes, write them down and weigh them. If I do this, what if anything happens? If I do this and I am caught, write it down so that you equally know the consequence of that action. This may take time to heal. The anger at that time, you may be satisfied that you have done it. But the consequence is too big. Your conscience will forever haunt you. What options do you have again? What are your options? Deleting that child, is that the only option? Deleting your spouse, is that the only option? Deleting the side chick or baby mama, is that the option? Taking down the house, is that the only option? burning down the house. I forgot to share. I think I'll share this story before we leave. Thank you, everyone watching me. Please, if you're watching, do not forget to hit the like. A man in Kenya recently wanted to get back at his ex-wife. They've been married, separated, had children, and they are divorced, fully divorced. The man now, out of jealousy, the ex-wife has remarried another man, and moved on with her life. Out of jealousy, that is what I'm talking about here today, jealousy, he decided to plot her downfall. He couldn't move on with his life despite, being divorced from her. And jealous that she remarried, she found another man who married her with the children. He sent someone to go burn down her family house. Unfortunately, the person went to the wrong house and burnt down the wrong house, deleting 7 people, complete family, father, mother, and 5 children. The man has been caught. He will answer for the rest of his life. He's not coming out. That's arson. Because of jealousy that this woman has moved on. She has moved on. Yes, it might take you, the time we move on differs. You might move on so quicker than I do. I might move on quicker than you do. But at least you're not remaining in one spot. Our time for healing differs. She might have moved on. You don't know what she's dealing with. And then he decided that he wants to take her down. Well, ended up taking down the wrong house and wasting 7 lives. 7 lives wasted out of jealousy. Out of jealousy, how can she move on? The way we did our level of understanding differs. The way we deal with emotions differ. The way we understand things differ. The way we handle emotional issues differ. The way we handle pain differs. The way we handle betrayal and disappointment differs. But whatever it is, do not let yourself be consumed by anger and jealousy. Do not give in to that voice that keeps telling you, do it. If he had known that the person he sent will go to the wrong house, he wouldn't have done it. He just wanted to bring down the lady's house. But unfortunately, he brought down another person's house, raised it down with 7 lives gone with it. 7 lives gone with it. What is his gain? What has he profited after the whole thing? He is going to languish behind for several years. For the rest of his life, we're not talking about 1 life here. We're talking about 7 lives gone here, all because of jealousy. 7 lives. And that is what the devil wants to do. Before you act, think. Before you speak, think. Before you move, think. Before you carry out that action, think. It will help you. It will open your eyes to see. Don't just move in blindly. They say rage can make one go blind. Rage can blind one. You're going in with rage, your eyes are shut. You don't care what's in front of you. You just keep taking everything down. That's what it can do. It might take time, but definitely you will heal. You will get over the pain. Even if you're going to live your life as a single woman, without a child, without a husband, at least you have God. And God can open ways. Who says it's impossible? No, nothing is impossible with God. Nothing. God sees the heart of each and every one of us here. He sees and is the rewarder of good things. If she had walked away, for instance, and say, I don't want this child, or I don't want this polygamy, and she moves away, who knows? Anything is possible. But then again, why would she want to throw away 18 years marriage that is not plagued with violence and domestic violence, with abuse? No, it was just infidelity. And I know infidelity is a big deal breaker for a lot of people. But if you've given him all that and you know he's a good man, at least welcome that child, accept that child, take that child like yours, treat that child with love. Thank you so much, mommy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Treat that child with love. Take that child as yours and watch God do that which he alone can do. That which he alone, being God, the omnipotent, the omniscient, the omnipresent, the unchangeable changer, the creator that was not created, the maker of heaven and earth and all that is in it, the giver of life, and what he alone can do, not what man can do. Until he has given up on you, let no man give up on you. Don't give up on yourself. No situation is useless, is completely useless. No. No situation. So if only she has given it a thought, and I'm making this live stream to encourage us here to always think before we act, to always process things before we act. Give yourself time. I know this is a very painful situation, but she had time. She had months to process this. She had months to think through it. She had months to scheme and to plot. Even the last minute, she still had time to say, no, I won't. No, I won't. Jealousy is dangerous. Anger can blind us from seeing clearly and doing the right thing. Please, I encourage us. Pray if you are in pain. Pour out your heart to God. Talk to him if your heart is bleeding. Talk to him if you have been betrayed. Talk to him if the trust has been broken. He alone knows how to fix a broken heart. He alone knows how to mend that broken heart. He alone can fix things. He's the fixer. Have you spoken to him and he refused to fix it? He's the fixer. Nothing is impossible. It may delay, but it's not denial. It will surely come. So totally, what this woman did is condemnable. What she did can't be forgiven. What she did is horrible. What she did is crazy. I don't know how to process it, because this is the life of an innocent child taken away, all because you can't stand the child in the life of your husband when you have options. You have options, not just one. You have options. You have the option of moving away, even though it's tough and difficult. You have option of accepting the woman and the child. Let people talk. It doesn't matter. It's your life. You have option of just taking in only the child and moving on with your life with your husband. You have options. Before I round up, I want to say, please, taking down another person's light doesn't make yours shine brighter. Dimming another person's light, taking their joy, their happiness, will not guarantee yours. That they stop being happy, they are crying, they are in tears right now, will not make you celebrate or rejoice, will not make you happy. You can't replace it. You can't take another person's happiness and give to yourself. You can only create yours. Let God be the judge for what the man did to you and what the woman did to you. Let God be the judge. But open your heart and let love dwell in it, not hate. May God help us to have the mind, the heart, to think before we act, to process things before we carry out any action. Justice will be served, definitely. The law will take its full course on her. The full weight of the law will descend on her. No two ways about it. And the husband is going to move on. I pray he recovers from the hospital. I don't know how he's going to handle the situation, but definitely he will divorce this woman and she will be in court. I pray that God gives him the fortitude to bear the loss of his son, only child. And as for the baby mama, God will console her. I'm not here to condemn her or judge her. For losing a child, I cannot say it serves her right. And for those saying that it serves her right, no woman deserves to go through this. No, no woman should go through this. No mother should lose a child no matter what happens. Even if the child belongs to your husband, no woman deserves to lose her child. And don't tell me this is karma. No, karma shouldn't descend on a child. The karma should be on the woman and the man that betrayed, not on an innocent child. And don't tell me that the child is just a collateral damage. No, that is wickedness carried out by a human being, not a collateral damage. Thank you, everyone. Please do not forget to hit the like before you go. And if you can share out this stream, let it reach more people. You never can tell who this message will reach and who this message will touch, or who is contemplating, or who is in the same situation. You don't know. Please help me share out, okay? Thank you so much. Let's do this again tomorrow, same time. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. True Mamle, God bless you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you, Cornelius, my darling husband. I really appreciate your love and support on my live stream daily. Thank you, Collins. Thank you, Ange Delicious Kitchen. Thank you, Tanya Brown. Thank you so much. Oh God, Chuku Stella Mark. Thank you so much. True Mamle, God bless you, ma. I appreciate you, ma. Thank you so much. Rebecca LePrince, thank you so much, gorgeous queen. Thank you. God bless you. Aziza TV show, my wonderful member. God bless you. Guys, please check out Aziza and support this woman for me. She has been so amazing. She's a mother in Australia and doing so well with her 4 boys. She's a vlogger and you know, she does cooking and so many other things, okay? Please, and encourage this right now. She's talking about life abroad. Life abroad is not funny, especially with families, especially when it comes to marriage. So she's on that series right now. And Mommy Fechi, my mommy here, Mommy Fechi is dealing on mental health right now. And her recent video is on bipolar. Please do well to check. People are going through a lot. People are dealing with so much. Do well to check out that video. It's going to help someone out there, okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Mommy, for the amazing work you're doing here. And D, thank you so much. I don't know how to appreciate you. You are awesome. Just know that this woman here appreciates everything you do for her. Thank you for your support on my supporting with your super chat, you all, your like, your sharing the super chat. I appreciate all your viewing, your staying here with me. It matters so much. It means a lot to me. You coming here to support my live stream on daily basis. I don't know how to say thank you, but just know that this is coming from a grateful heart and I appreciate. Oh, you're my sweet, sweet, sweet sister. Wanyoma, God bless you. Thank you so much for your love and your support and your encouragement. I really appreciate you. Nike K1, thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you. Gores Corner, thank you. I recently connected with you and I'm so, so grateful that I did, okay? Thank you so much. What else we have here? All for Health with Jane. She recently got her channel monetized. Please check her out and support her, okay? The Cheese family always do me longer through Twitter Mukbang. The Cheese family, thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, let's see where else. I just want to appreciate you, okay? I don't want to miss anyone. Roses Glam, yeah, thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you. And Delicious Kitchen, cooking us delicious meals. Chinwa, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Mesio Kibu, God bless you. Esther and family, Esther and King family, thank you so much. 4K Road, thank you. I appreciate you. Who else? Speedy Media, thank you. God bless every one of you here. I may not finish calling your name, but just in case I miss your name, I do. From this heart, yeah. El Chiamo. Let me say it in Brazil. El Chiamo, El Chiamo, El Chiamo. I love you all. I love you all. Thank you. God bless every one of you. And I leave you with this peace of mind. I always say, your peace of mind matters most. Not what Mr. A or Mr. B is saying. Not what your neighbors say. Not what the society will say. Not what your family will say. What matters is what you think and what you feel is the right thing. Your peace of mind matters so much. So I leave you guys with this beautiful music. Peace of mind. Thank you, everyone. Okay, guys, thank you. Thank you. 4K Road, thank you. D, thank you. Cornelius, thank you so much. It was so loud. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate it. Good night. Mommy, thank you. She said, Mommy, thank you so much. You're the only one for me. I'm home after the fire. Yeah. The bird is stressing me. I run to you because I know you got it. And you're my company. Anytime I call you, you can turn up. And you always come through for me. Piece of my heart, yeah. You make me feel what I know. You make me piece of my heart, yeah. Your body clear for my attention. You make me piece of my heart, yeah. Please give me peace of mind. Please give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Bye everyone. You have an awesome night rest, okay? You give me peace of mind. You give me peace of mind. Bye everyone. Love you all. Good night. Yeah. Just a guess.